Okay, one of the coolest designs, I think, and very simplistic, is Pyramid Head from Silent Hill. I think he's got a very awesome design. We're going to go through, break down the simple shapes that make him up, and then kind of draw him more organically here, okay? So, really quickly, we're going to go over obviously, his head is shaped like a triangle. It's more flat. Let's just say uh, this will be the front of him right here, and he's facing that way. And so obviously that's going to be, I would say that's the flat surface of the triangle. And then it's going to be kind of like that, like a triangle on his side. We're going to have the circle for the torso right here, which is going to draw from the kind of the upper torso. Circle for the top of the shoulder right there. And then we're going to pull down. And then I just put a circle there for a placeholder for the hand. A tube right here on the waist, and then the other arm on the far side. We're basically drawing like just simplistic stick figures, right, for the the body right there. But if we look at something like that, that is the basic framework. The triangle, torso right there, the what's it called? The rib cage, and then the torso right here, and then just the arms are very simple like so. So let's jump into it and draw Pyramid Head more organically. Okay, the top right here is not organic. I'm not really sure uh, why that is, but we're gonna go right here. We're gonna draw a straight line, kind of going up. There you go, straight line going up. Curve around the corner here. Line over here. There you go. So we got that triangle shape, of course, that we want to get in there. Kind of here at the bottom, and then we're gonna pull up to this point, and this is probably the straightest, kind of more or less organic lines we're going to have. Line around here. And on the pyramid, right? On the pyramid itself, it's going to have some little like gears and stuff. It looks like it's trapped in. So we're going to try to indicate it a little bit by throwing a little square area right there. Line over here. Up along this area. Down over here, and angle it down. There you go. Angle it up. It's almost got like a fence area on the inside of that pyramid area. All right. Line over here at the corner. Line over here. And line along this area on the side. Put a little tab right here. And all right. So in order to kind of make that fence structure, we can kind of, we're going to have to do the old school way, which is draw these lines over here at an angle. And you want to pick the same angle for most of these. There you go. Cross over here. It doesn't have to be super complete or anything like that. We're just kind of going over here, and it's kind of like an indication almost right around there. Mm-hmm. Line over here. Cross on this side. And line right there. And we're going to throw in a little bit of a shadow over here for this little area of kind of the lower portion of the triangle. This is, again, something that is, something I'm consciously aware of, right? That's going to be the most, inorganic part, right? Because it's literally like this metal cage on his head. Let's go over here to the body. Pretty jacked. He's got like pectoralis on this side right here. Curve along here. Down on this side. Curve along here. Down in. Curve on here. Now down. There we go. Curve curve, curve. Gonna throw in a little bit of value right here underneath the pectoralis, just a little bit. Gonna widen that a little bit. Mm-hmm. Curve along the side. And he's wearing this like I don't know how to say it, like this blanket or something around his waist. This cloth, this toga cloth thing. We're just kind of going in like that first. Line over here for the bicep, tricep, curve. Line over here. We're going to find the hand right here, the thumb. Right there, and maybe he's just kind of balling up his hand. There we go. Line over here. And we'll put a little bit more shadow on that later. So already we're going to find the far side arm on this side. Pulling that down. That forearm area. Other side of the forearm. And then finding the other side of the hand, which is, it's going to be pretty similar. I'm just going to throw the thumb over here on this side. Right over here. And there we go. Line, line. And now let's kind of get into just the general shading of the body right now. So let's go over here a little bit. I'm going to pull a little bit of striations over here. Striations right there. Couple little lines on this side. Lines over here. And over here. There we go. Line over here. Curve line over here. He has abs, but they're not like super chiseled, just kind of there, right there. Line over here. And I would say a lot of value is going to be found over here along the bicep, right here. So there's a little bit of shadow down here. There we go. Right over here. Let's see, a little bit of dark right there along that torso. Again, finding these certain areas right here. There you go. Line, line, line over here, throwing in a little bit of cross-hatching right there to kind of show the form of the shoulder a little bit. I'm really focusing my energy over here because that's like the most organic portion right there. And we're kind of going in and just darkening certain areas. Same thing on this side. And same thing along here along this edge. Right on. And that's kind of it, honestly. We pretty much mostly just kind of touched on that. We got Pyramid Head right there. We could throw a little bit more value going on, but he's got that torso and obviously this bird cage of a thing on his head, which looks really, really cool in unison. So it's kind of an example of like a simple design, which really connected with people. I thought he was amazing too. That's why I always wanted to draw him just like for the lesson here. But there's always a lot more you can put in these, but that's a pretty decent, I would say, like quick sketch to kind of like just teach little things about Pyramid Head. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. And follow the channel. Go check out the main website, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, so that was amazing. You finished this lesson, but keep it going. Keep the art practice going by clicking this video right here. It's going to be within the same theme, and you want to keep it rolling to get better and better and better and get that art flow going. So click right here.